estamos en Vampyr parte 14. Estamos trayendo el directo después de tiempo, de 2 días. Ya que se para bugueando, ya que le falta un parche grande a este, ¿no? Bueno, solamente por los glitches, ¿no? Que se paraliza nomás de ahí, ¿no? Buen juego. Bueno, así que ya. Estamos buscando el antídoto, ¿no? Ojalá que no se pare, si pare voy a hacer constantemente directo, constantemente cortar, y ya sabía que no tengo cuento con PC todavía, sino constantemente ingresaría el directo. Para poder terminar. Sí, pues bien. Supuestamente en los capítulos de conseguir el antídoto, y supuestamente el peligro se inició por el doctor, ya que estuvo tratando a todos sus pacientes con la sangre de la chica, ni siquiera nuestra sangre, y es porque la chica se quedó traumada. Y hemos dado un poco de vida al doctor que nos ayuda a solucionar el problema, ya que supuestamente se hemos elaborado de... Después de terminar este directo tenemos de los DLCs completos y aparte otro juego continuo para que no sea muy trivial el juego de Vampyr, y que constantemente se corre directo justamente por ese parche que le falta. Pero en PC creo que corre mejor, ¿no? Ojalá que no se pare. Vamos a buscar el antídoto, señor. Vamos a buscar las esferas del dragón.
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
Last warning, sir! See them fancy clothes? This one's a top! Over there! There's
no tengo que curar a nadie, ¿no? Este pata que ahí lo mató. Él es, a ver si me acuerdo bien. ¿Quién era este pata? Ay, ah, yo lo maté. Este huevón parece santo, pero es un psicópata. No conoce las medidas. Y los vampiros me corrieron en su mesa por matarle a este. Supuestamente que es un multimillonario. Es como unos que pueden imponer las leyes en cada país o ciudad también. Es demasiado rico el candado, demasiado prepotente, y es que se sofoca de varios crímenes que ha cometido, matando a mucha gente y pagando y sobornando a la policía. Y este no lo había visto nunca. Este es nuevo.
We meet again, Mr. Kimura. In a
Ay,
more
Kimura, ahí,
peaceful
hazle su
situation.
manera.
Dr. Reed. Still visiting London by night?
We must both be
Deben ser
nocturnal
animales, uno,
animals,
usted y
you
yo somos
and
tras cautiverio.
I. After your captivity, I thought you'd be more cautious.
Breathing the cold night
Mira,
air
sí,
helps
venido tú
calm
me
my
ayuda a
mind, sir.
tranquilizar la mente.
I've had the most
Ya
frightening
tienen más
nightmare
horrendas
since I
pesadillas desde
escaped
que
that
escapé de
filthy
aquella
jail.
asquerosa prisión. No quería hablar con cuentos míos.
May I ask you what you do for a living,
¿Cómo se
Mr.
gana la
Kimura?
vida, señor
I
Kimura?
am-
Soy
I
propietario
was
bastante
a
acaudalado.
landlord,
Tiene mucho
a
dinero,
wealthy
sir.
one, and not a very
No muy
kind
orgulloso de
one,
descubrir
I
recientemente.
realized recently.
Why this sudden
Aquí viene
epiphany?
esta repartiente revelación.
Is
¿Es
it
causa
because of
de
your
cercana
near-death
experiencia?
experience?
I was
A la
already
muerte
feeling
sentía nostalgia
nostalgic
por
about
Weymouth
Weymouth,
y una
my
de
hometown.
recientes eventos.
Recent events, I'm thinking
Me
about
había
going
hecho
back
pensar
there.
en volver.
How is the situation?
I've heard rumors about armed men patrolling and fighting infected citizens in these very
Esta
streets.
misma calle estuve
I was
suerte
lucky
que
they
no
didn't
disparan
shoot me when I
cuando
was abducted.
fui secuestrado.
Why are you so
¿Por qué
nostalgic
tanto
for your
tan
hometown, Tadao?
I was focused so much on making money, I almost forgot that my relatives and friends are threatened by this epidemic.
Have you heard anything from your family?
I was not only a bad landlord, I was also a bad husband. I've not seen my wife and son for years. Busy, busy, busy.
At least now you're ready to go back and see them. But don't be surprised if your son bears a grudge, sir.
It sounds like you suffered from an absent father yourself, Dr. Reed. Well, I'll keep your warning in mind.
Have you no friends at all?
Over the years, I'm afraid my greed turned me into my friend's adversary, while I became friends with my professional rivals.
Those you grew up with didn't share your views on money and success.
Would you believe I was once a member of poetry circles and an astronomy club? We were young, such joyful dreamers then. But I stopped laughing long ago.
Can you change? And is it what you really want? If so, it must come from within, not without.
I've seen what an altruistic gesture can do. Nothing forced you to save me, Dr. Reed, but you did. I will follow your example in these matters from now on.
Estos asuntos. No hay nada que decir. Sí, mi ejemplo.
There is no need to thank me. Rescuing a London citizen should not be out of the ordinary, though I'm afraid it may appear so in these difficult times.
You did not only rescue me, you
Dios
fought
su
for
vida
me.
por salvarme.
You put your life in danger to save me.
Me parece algo bastante
That's quite
extraordinario.
extraordinary.
How will you cope if you're
¿Qué piensas
attacked
si le
again?
vuelven a
I don't
atacar?
know.
No sé, he oído hablar de eso.
I've heard about these men and women who patrol the West End every night, chasing criminals like my abductor. Maybe I should join
No,
them.
no lo hagas, mijito. Puedes morir.
What can you tell me
Puede ser
about
que
your
yo te mate.
abduction?
If you really want to know, I was locked in that building for 3 or 4 days. My jailer was insane, mumbling about sacrifice and voices.
And why didn't
¿Por
he
qué lo
sacrifice?
sacrificó?
That was the weirdest
Eso
part.
es lo más extraño.
He
Aseguran que
claimed to
derramar
spill
sangre no
blood was
era
not enough. It had to be done when some stars were aligned.
Which stars?
That's the whole
Estrellas,
point.
era un objetivo. Quería que le
He wanted me to
contase algo
talk
sobre
to him about
configuración de
some
constelación.
Red Queen configuration or
La
constellation.
reina roja jamás había
Never
oído
heard
ese
of
término
such an astronomical
astronómico.
term.
What did he say about
¿Qué acerca de
voices?
las
He
voces?
constantly whined about the
Ok,
voice of his
acerca de las
master,
voces.
ordering him to do terrible
Obligaba a hacer
things.
cosas
He wanted to
terribles.
silence the
Quería
voice
que
by
calláramos con
offering
una ofrenda
blood.
de sangre. Mi
My
sangre.
blood.
Muy bien. Querían sacrificar lo mayor para aclamar las voces que le torturaban a uno de ellos. Nos vamos atrás.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
El Kimura no quería hablar, ahora sí habló todo distinto. Nuestro compañero de batalla
Whose
del
blood could be purer than that of William Marshall?
tendrá que darle-
Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a drop.
que su gota del japonés es exquisita, así que lo quiere consumir. A ver, no sabe por qué lo quiere consumir. Tiene 4000 de experiencia, pero no es una sangre rara. Ah, con razón quiere su sangre. Es con del lado malo y no tuviera voy a consumir sangre de todos los colores y creo que así nos sacaría más rápido, ¿no? Ya que sería como el emperador del reino, algo así.
Good evening, old chap. Tell me what have you spoken? No. Are you
Yes, Johnny.
Tell what do you have you spoken?
No.
Are you
Yes, John.
What
have no.
Are you
Yes, Johnny.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Me falta sacar más datos de este y tengo que cubrir misiones muy aparte. Ya. Parece que tengo que entrar a esa casa para subir los antibióticos. Sobre todo de stuff. De remendar, me van a matar y me vean nomás.
You are not welcome.
¿No dio? Tengo que entrar por una puerta trasera o algo así.
Women die too in this war.
Good evening, Miss Ashton.
And good evening.
I have found out what happened to your friend.
Handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest woman and made a deal with her. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure? To become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood.
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. Never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
Gracias.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Chao. A ver, vamos a ver qué me dio la chica. Aunque ya tengo una estaca de nivel, pero vamos a ver cuál es la diferencia con esa estaca. Este baja. Y lo que tengo es 1028. Mío, lo cambio. Por ese. Listo. Tengo que buscar una entrada trasera y aquí no me van a dar fácilmente los antibióticos que yo voy buscando. Una entrada trasera, esa cuarta. Voy a buscar la última vez, pero creo que siento una tremenda pelea. Nada va a ser tranquilo en esto, va a ser complicado, de repente aquí me matan constantemente. En la puerta trasera, ¿no digo?
Su antigua cuenta, con la cual tiene un rango totalmente invencible. Aún así, vuelven a separarse y las cosas se tranquilizan. El protagonista regresa a Glory, aunque no de buena forma, ya que lo recibe una emboscada más organizada de lo normal, lo que tarda en descubrir que se trata de Vampyr, una de las antiguas leyendas de Glory.
I'm still persona non grata in the Ascalon Club. If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I'll have to improvise.
Se ve que no he limpiado nada, lo dejo como estaba. Muy bien. Bueno. Buscar los santitos, no quiero. Se ve que no quiere pelear conmigo porque sabe que le voy a ganar. Primero voy a buscar la fórmula. No le voy a decir que la chica es, pero no va a querer matar. Es que es la plaga y lo van a tener que eliminar. Sin siendo la culpable de que ya que el doctor hizo toda esa tontería. Ay, pero aquí entre que pendejos está haciendo cuenta me salí y demora a cargar un montón.
Decide seguir su plan de robar jefes. Ahora sí.
Bueno. Buscando la cura. Hicieron estos pendejos. Ya. Tendré que hablar con ese patito, no queda otra opción porque no veo todo cuánto escondido. De repente tiene algo de la fórmula ese pendejo.
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
What are you doing here, traitor?
Aquí, traidor.
I shall smite you for this audacity.
I'm not here to bicker, Lord Redgrave. I can put an end to this epidemic, but I need your assistance to do so.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
Blood of William Marshall?
De mi creador.
Of my maker?
He perdido la
Are
cabeza.
you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker profited to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
This is more important than the club, you or me. This is London's last hope.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a draw.
Thank you, my lord.
If you manage to save this city, you'll prove yourself a veritable servant of the crown. So Godspeed, Dr. Reed. Our fate lies wholly in your hands.
A menos tiene razón, porque si no se diga que está por las malas. Y ese que no iba a durar. O de repente sí. En el otro sí lo que está por las malas. Pero va a pasar tiempo para eso. Va a pasar tiempo y no lo puedo hacer. Pero comerme a todos los aldeanos, a los de la club también. Ya, ahora nos toca ir a este punto de aquí. Algo pasó aquí, ¿no? Vamos por aquí. No, pasan cosas. A ver. Aquí no pasó nada. Aquí sucedió, debe haber pasado. No hay que mordía resucitar, sería pendejo. En el mismo hospital, ¿no? Ya, vamos entonces aquí. Esta línea primero. No hay nadie enfermo, ¿no? A ver. Nah, todos están curados. Estamos cerca de la final, señor.
There's one of them! I'll tell you!
que está grave, ya lo eliminé ya. Ahí no lo encuentro.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Squandra cordial.
¿Qué nivel de hipnosis estoy? Nivel 5, puedo ponerme hasta otro nivel 6, creo.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for it.
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to revive you?
Aquí. Baja por aquí. Vamos por aquí. No olviden comentar y darle su like, señor. ¿Otra mujer? Está bueno. Reventó.
Best stay back, sir. This one's mine!
Una granada de ajo. Otro de estos.
You fiend! Londoners are no match for me. This is my territory.
la sangre, ¿no?
Don't you know better?
If McCullum really drank the blood of King Arthur, then I may have found another vital ingredient for my
La sangre de Rey Arturo es el más complicado de conseguir ahora. Eso lleva siglos, muchos siglos atrás, la sangre del Rey Arturo. Pero no mira que se rompió. Ah, mira quién está ahí. Y se volvió un pie, está peleando contra los vampiros vivos. De Arthur, ¿verdad? La sangre de Arthur. De repente quiere morir con... No quiere pelear contra mí. Aliado enemigo, ¿qué será ahora?
Good evening, vampire hunter.
Are you here to mock me?
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why did you? You found Marshall's memoirs. I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
I have found the carrier, McCullum. The infection's source. It may be science or some supernatural power that's responsible for all this. But I will harness either or both to end the epidemic.
A vampire doctor? My God, you're a terrifying creature. Jonathan Emmett Reed.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, you will be damned.
Thank you. Can we speak more?
Indeed. Why not?
Why are you here?
The man who raised me after the brutal murder of my parents. He's buried here.
Were both your parents killed by vampires?
Yes. And yet worse. My father returned to Dublin a vampire and tore out my mother's throat.
And who was this man?
Carl Eldritch. One-time leader of Prewin. He killed my father in front of me. Helped me hunt my brother Ain after teaching me how to kill leeches.
How are you adapting to immortality?
I feel so powerful it gives me shivers. I could be the greatest vampire hunter ever. Your worst nightmare, in truth.
Will you hunt me?
¿Sigue dando caza?
Not for now.
Por ahora no, pero más le vale
But you had
comportarse
better
o
behave,
me hará
Doctor.
cambiar de opinión.
Or I may change my mind.
No soy malo, señor, déjalo.
Will you leave the guard now that you are what you are?
Are we not creatures of deceit? I could hide my nature from my men, or name a successor. Go my own way. I know not yet my path.
Farewell, my project.
Do not stretch your luck.
Menos ya sabe razonar, la sangre le ayuda en esa parte. Los vampiros son, como dijo él, engañosos. Engañosos. A ver. Vámonos de aquí. Ya me dio la sangre de Rey Arturo. Mira, ella sigue estando aquí.
Hello again, Xiaoshun.
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
Rey. Preguntas personales. Deja de morir aquí. No puedo permanecer aquí.
You should go.
No, not yet.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
She will rest in this cemetery forever. And I'll spend eternity hoping that she can forgive me.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
You realize,
what?
But you're not. Let's just. How do you feel, physically speaking?
I don't feel good, Dr. Reed. Not at all.
You should recover quickly after taking this.
Thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye, Xiaoshun. Maybe we'll talk later.
Nos falta solamente un antídoto. Tengo que matar los cosas porque si no se glitchea. Se me carga de personajes. Otro tipo de lobo, pero más infectado. Tiene una evolución de enfermedad más. Una evolución de huertos familiares que los vemos. Mira. una mujer lobo entonces. Creo que te puedo escapar de eso.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Tiene bastante daño, me ha hecho bastante daño. ¿Quién piensa que me hace tanto daño? No, ese es sangre, me equivoqué. Ay, me estoy confundiendo de cura. Mejor una vez me cure. Creo que sí, creo, no sé. Millonaria, tendría ahí como 500.000, ¿qué trabajaría?
Best turn around if I were you. Lively! It's unto us! I shall never know evil!
Sí, lo puede ver.
This is despicable.
¿Todavía no regresa? Este pendejo todavía no regresa. No me supone que tengo que ir a la morgue ahora. Vamos, que está un cuarto más arriba este pendejo.
It's locked.
¿Dónde tendré que comer? Aquí.
Por ejemplo, documentación bancaria que proporciona la unidad de inteligencia financiera en estos casos. Y la información bancaria deja una huella indeleble. Así que las cosas se van a complicar.
Aquí está el doctor. No, no está aquí. En la morgue entonces está.
Créditos. ¿Ya fui por todos los caminos? ¿Esto acá? Ahí sé que vine yo. Hola, ¿qué tal, Kiki? Provecho, Kiki. Este camino para la salida, ¿no?
Listo. Dice que acá hay un enigma. De repente algo de ellos sabe algo. Pues ese enigma sale. Ay, ¿quién está aquí? Está este recuperado. De repente es el enigma.
Good evening, Doctor. And good evening. Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Do you can...
Strickland may be a...
I don't know. Be careful. This is ridiculous. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later. Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me... blood's so tired. Will this shift never end?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Don't worry, sir. I'll be back in a few minutes.
How is...
Not well.
Why is Milton?
Milton's not...
Why does Milton...
I don't...
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Yo no encuentro la pregunta en el centro. ¿Será ella?
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant.
Tell... Do you...
Of course not.
Would...
No.
You...
What?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
¿Dónde está el doctor? Incógnita. No va a aparecer, aunque juego mejor hoy a la mano de una vez. Puede ser los que están afuera, ¿no?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening.
Tell me why.
If a patient wants a...
Where did you get the...
Funny you should ask. The first...
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see the city is crumbling down? Today people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow we may be fighting for food.
Goodbye, Milton.
Safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Good evening, Nurse Brennan.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
We are.
Good evening.
Dr. Reed.
Nurse Brannigan has been recently accused of neglecting her professional duties. Tell me what you really think about it.
This kind of protest is nothing but elitist bullshit. I trust Nurse Brannigan with my life. She has what it takes to be a great doctor.
Do you really think she could be the next Elizabeth Blackwell?
Believe me, Dr. Reed, a time will come when skill and skill alone will determine who can be a physician and who cannot.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
anima, no lo encuentro ni cagando.
Hey, Doc.
Am I right to assume your wife's letter pissed you off, Clay?
I was so mad, I threw away the knife she got me when we got married.
Your wife gave you a knife as a wedding present.
That knife has always been my lucky charm. If I'd had it in my hand when I got stabbed on that pier, I'd not have been wounded.
Do you want it back?
I don't need it here, but if you'd be kind enough to bring it to me, I'd be really grateful.
A grateful Clay Cox? I might just find your knife and bring it back to you to see that happen.
I can give you directions, but I'd be surprised if you managed to find it. My hideout isn't meant to be found easily.
A lucky charm? I never would have taken you as the superstitious type.
We all have our flaws, Doc. Mine's to have my weapon of choice for when the really dirty business comes around.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
We're still alive and healthy. Can't you be satisfied with that? We have no reason to be
here. Vamos por último. Por lo último. Medicina de una vez. Escondidas, ¿dónde están metidas esas dos lacas, ex militares también? La morgue. En la oficina no le encontré ese pendejo. Puras veces. El doctor no está en la oficina para nada. Bueno, sé que no lo matáis y todo porque es el único que tiene control, entonces desaparece, todo se hace un desastre, todo se desespera. ¿Quién sería un nuevo director? Por eso no lo maté al doctor, o dejé morir, ¿no? Y estaba agonizando y yo en agonía por las heridas que le dejaron. Pulmones que puedas vivir vomitar sangre. Vamos a ver si resucitamos ya.
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
Soli, mi nombre es XSHK, ¿vale? Ah, no, así no.
Y los cazadores se entregan al amor, qué pendejos, ¿no? Insomnia de muerte.
¿A ti no te han enseñado a saludar? ¿Qué? ¿A ti no te han enseñado a saludar? El que entra, saluda. Cuando te saludan, respondes. Quiero saber que no cumples con eso. ¿Te queda claro? ¿Y qué?
Ay, 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 ahí en directo. Aquí está el gatito. Vamos a ver si es el gato feliz. No sé, pero creo que es de mismo play. Disculpa si no puedo ver tu comentario porque no está conectado a los del mismo play para verlo. Está como... Está bueno su ataque con retroceso. Ya está. seguidores acá. Tiene los seguidores a tiempo.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Aquí está la cura. Y justo están los dos más fuertes. En esta parte está bien glitchado el Dios, ¿no? ¿Esto qué es? Sangre de bueno. Ah, ya el antídoto, pero me falta conseguir este de aquí, pues. Me falta dosis de insulina. Y me falta la insulina. Espacio. Insulina. Abajo ya. No hay nada. Tendré que buscar aquí. Insulina. Oh, o ese negro me lo puede vender. El moreno del mercado, ¿no? Insulina. Ahora me cerraron la puerta en la cara. Las notas de moreno. En el mercado creo que tiene insulina para vender. Insulina. Buscar la insulina, no me queda otra. Este es de arriba, ¿no? El segundo piso lo que no he visitado. Esta morla. Potasio. Arriba. Buscar la insulina. Hay cazadores más que cada debe haber pasado algo, ¿no?
There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
Vamos abajo ahora sí. Encontré la insulina. Ah, nos vamos abajo. Está imaginado. Anda, aquí la sala como es grande, que puede ser que alguien me va a tratar de evitar que caiga la poción, ¿no? Puede ser también. Pegamento de potasio. Hay un pegamento.
The blend seems stable. Time to go and find Harriet in the sewers.
A la paciente, allá. La anciana, ¿no? En el hospital hay algo, pero no está qué es. Aquí no hay nada, ¿no? Hasta que me llame de aquí, porque no hay nada. Vamos a cantar de una vez. Buscar. Mira que está todo de vampiros de nivel. Sí, han mandado sus vampiros. Que gane el mejor, yo me gano con la pelea nomás. Si se para, tengo que no se está. Que gane el mejor, que gane el mejor. Murió un cazador. Murió un cazador. Se quedó solo el pata. Son muy pares todos, ¿eh? Demasiado pares, ¿no? No puedo esperar tranquilos. Aunque si te soy sincero, tiene un dash de ataque pero masivo también. cazador ya le va a ganar. Vete a su madre ya.
I have this thirst for blood.
Sé que se comió el cazador eso. Un lobo infectado y un mojado. Me equivoqué, leí a la vampira en vez del lobo.
This is despicable.
¿Quién gana, el vampiro o el otro? ¿O sigue la marcha? Sin embargo, el cazador está perdiendo y el vampiro se regeneró porque le chupó la sangre de su hijo. Vida. Y sangre. Listo. Otro cantaría, creo, ya que no me deja bajar aquí. Aquí hacia aquí no dio.
¿Qué? Lo ocurrido antes, sobre todo la historia de él. Bueno, esto lo ideal, lógicamente, es si no habéis jugado, lógicamente, lo ideal es jugar un juego. Aunque bueno, si algo jugaste con la historia, pues puedes jugarlo antes, eso ya para cada uno. Nada, opciones, supongo que tendremos un montón de cositas aquí, eso.
Bueno, vamos a... Uy, que mira, acá me tropas aquí. Miércoles, no quería hacer la arma. Esta arma tomamos para el final. Munición, guardo para el final. ¿Quién era? Una colmena nada más. Y por aquí. el mando se apagó. Voy a coger otro mando, a ver. Unos 6 horas lo cargado. Listo.
This one's mine!
Step away, sir. Out! Talking to you about
Cargando, más bien que no se para. Ya.
Is there anything to connect me to this city anymore?
Rats. Those clever rodents are cautious now. They won't approach.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow.
Y aquí está. Claro, los que se llega acá porque los bandidos están cuidando justo aquí esta parte. Difícil investiguen en esta parte. Aquí no. Tengo que buscar con paciencia. Ay. abrir la puerta. Me deja también. Ya está abierto, estoy ahí nomás. Esta parte es un laberinto pequeño. No, esta es la ciudad, fuera de la ciudad. Más adentro.
Joder, sí. Este juego además, desde lo del COVID, se ve de otro punto muy mal realizado. ¿No os parece? A mí me pasa, tío. Yo la última vez que jugué este juego y desde lo del COVID tiene otro tono más mal rollo. De people, yo no puedo pasar. Está a tope. Voy a entrar en opciones a ver si puedo hacer algo, pero yo os digo que está por defecto.
Estoy abajo, pues. Y que lo veo con las carterías. Espero que la puerta está sellada o las puertas no pueden todo. Están cerradas también.
Voy a ver si este está en automático, que es por defecto. Voy a ponerlo máximo. Pero vamos, que está por defecto. En principio no voy a hacer nada más. No puedo hacer absolutamente nada más. Pues es que lo que no puedo hacer nada más. Cuando no se puede, amigos. Me encantaría, pero no soy capaz.
Ya. Qué raro. Me cerraron las puertas en las caras. Esta es la puerta de la entrada.
It's locked.
Me cerraron la puerta de la cara. La otra entrada está por la iglesia. Miren que bien. Donde está el sacerdote, la magia. Es la única entrada por donde puedo entrar. Claro, no hay otra forma, pues. Tengo que ir hacia el muelle. No queda otra opción, no. Es que me cerraron la puerta que es la cara de estos pendejos. Tengo que ir por ahí. No queda otra opción. Justo estoy ahí. Es la entrada más fácil porque ahí supuestamente es una entrada sin cierre de puertas. Acá cerraron las puertas para que nadie se ingresara. Tengo que ir contra el padre. Es la única puerta. Y ya no está custodiada porque todo no se comió a los animales. No son locos, se murió. La carne no lo contuvo. Era que la mate inmediata para que esa gente sobreviviera. Eso comen a sus películas. El padre. ¿Qué? De aquí.
Over there! Aquí, no hay otra opción. Esto no encuentro esta llave, ¿no? Vamos a ver. La puerta estaba aquí. Aquí es el chiste.
This place has been ransacked. They've all been slaughtered. Pre-one? No, not their style.
La han matado a la mujer. Estaba en este cuarto. ¿La han matado? Creo que sí.
Where has Harriet gone? She must have left a trail I could follow.
¿Han refugiado a matar una vez? Mi amo otra vez apreció.
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child. You seem unwilling to drink, to listen, to learn.
Why did you choose me?
Only you could provide a modern, scientific answer to this ancient, mystical threat.
Speak to me of this ancient threat.
The blood of hate, vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster will be born into this world, for she is hunger and anger.
What kind of modern answer?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
What is your true appearance?
I do not understand. This is who I am.
Blood? You are made of blood. Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
But who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector of this land. I have many names.
Just give me one thing.
There are those who call me Merdin Wild, the Wild Horned Man. But I never was a man. I was born out of blood.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones. She is the original carrier. The well from which this corruption flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an apocalypse. Born from, drenched in, and driven by the blood of hate.
What is the blood of hate?
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you, the need for blood, the will to strike and to punish, to spit in the eye of God.
Tell me about this disaster, creature. I know London fell victim to such a thing in 1666.
A disaster is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad star, for they only appear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon the world.
And who is this queen?
She is the Red Goddess, the Queen of Blood. In my youth, 100 lifetimes ago, she was worshipped as the Morrigan. She is my mother. She is yours, too.
The Morrigan? The Celtic goddess of war? Is this a ruse of some kind?
She has been worshipped in many forms throughout the ages. The true nature of the Red Queen is beyond your comprehension, eluding even mine. But know this, she is a vengeful mother.
So the disaster is some sort of accident. A disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less and more.
Tell me what it is then, in your own words.
A disaster is the pure will of our queen. Whenever she dreams of walking this earth, she awakes in this putrid vessel.
I only wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
I know. McCullum used such a serum when trying to kill me. However, I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final task awaits you at the end of these tunnels. I've known for ages you were worthy of this challenge, my champion, Bittersweet.
What will happen thereafter? What future awaits me beyond these dark tunnels?
Your fate, my child, and the fate of this land. A disaster is about to enter this world to smite us all and teach us humility. You are our final hope.
Will it be over then? Once I've defeated this creature?
Yes. The threat will dissipate like so much smoke. For you will have purified its source.
And then what? What will become of me?
How would I know? I am no god, and your fate is in your own hands. For you are our champion.
You tricked me. My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world. I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father and mother. Be brave, my child.
Creo que hay una mesa ahí para crear cosas, no voy a buscar esa mesa. A menos que me dé la opción de esa mesa. ¿Cómo va a almacenar? Ya.
These poor skulls didn't stand a chance.
Sí, yo pasé por esta alcantarilla, porque no me dejaba entrar. Esta puerta estaba sellada. Y lo volví a abrir. Una vez para allá.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Supuestamente ya en la final, ¿no? Está vomitando bilis. Está muy enfermo.
Oh, I'm sick. So sick, doctor.
Lo mismo que tenía el teatro, ¿no?
I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Oh, like your help, Doris. Liars, all of you.
Ella conoció a Doris.
My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature? I was a good mother.
Wow, tiene... ¿No la quería matar? Es un... Ah, la reina roja apareció. Es la reina roja.
Is it rough? It is. Oh, how infinitely, how intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
La reina roja, o sea, le dio su cuerpo de la anciana, ¿no?
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
Y maté la serie de que se reventó. Ni siquiera la maté.
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget, what are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suaskull territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suaskulls.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over now. London is no longer shrouded in the disaster's shadow. We're all safe.
Yes, you prevailed in the end.
I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife? Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
London has been cleansed. This catastrophe came about when an ancient malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger, red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another. From predator to victim, patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
Digamos que la gente que se curó en sí los problemas de siempre, ¿no? Fue a buscarla lejos, se fue. toda la munición que tenía.
Well, this is it. Lady Ashbur's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I better hurry.
Antes que amanezca. Y te cae el sol y te conviertes en polvo.
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother. My dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant ghostly queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
I don't interfere with petty political intrigues. Ascalon was built upon the lie of a lineage. Such a deceit cannot last forever.
But Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood. Untainted blood from the greatest vampire knight.
Really? I wonder how he managed to acquire it. Perhaps I should retrieve this artifact before going back to sleep.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
In their leader, you now have someone behind enemy lines. By guiding your progeny, you may yet protect your immortal friends for some time to come. If you dare.
what will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
But I'm certain the current primate has no wish to resign.
Exactly. And I am not fully convinced your progeny truly understands what dreadful power he is about to defy.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Speak clearly then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you soon.
It's locked, all right. The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in. It's locked. The lady of the manor isn't expecting visitors.
Tanto por fuera está cerrado, ¿no?
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume.
¿Qué precios que me encanta de bueno nuevo? Estoy impaciente por llegar a Londres, el jardín de preciosa estancia de verano y lo siempre prefiero discutir una maravillosa de sobre la fundación de orden urbanística y de la nación mundial. Tiene que cambiar el rey de la convención de mis amigos y la devoción mal diario de lugar con más escribir estilo proporcionar a una educación jóvenes huérfanas talento para contar con mi ayuda y mi influencia para hacer proyectos de éxito.
Must be here somewhere.
Invitación de cita personal.
Like most castles, this one has a crypt, and it holds something special inside. This castle is falling apart.
está en reparación, están llamados ya para que reparen. Del restaurante, claro que sí, se parece demasiado. Así que no. Así de que no.
That sweet fragrance. Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently. What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. Here's another switch. I should keep looking. This painting looks suspicious. What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. Here's another switch. I should keep looking.
Pasadizo secreto. Atienda sus sentidos. Acá está el lienzo con corazón. Hay un pasadizo secreto.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. Here's another switch. I should keep looking. This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable.
Ya, la luna y la espada. Busca la luna y la espada de todos.
A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
Mira, y justo hay un caballero ahí, ¿no? Como lo que pasó con la reina. Ella encarnación y hoy ya sabía, entonces en sus años tenía eso. La luna y la espada.
Elizabeth, my love, you allow my portrait to watch over you while you sleep. I'm flattered.
Ok, muy romántico ahí. Buscar la luna. ¿Dónde está la luna? Yo encontré la espada, pero no la encuentro. Creo que hay un botón ahí. Este es... no, este es el... la espada está aquí.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. Here's another switch. I should keep looking.
One last switch, and... Voila.
Drop your... You have nothing to be afraid of.
El caballero, su papá era humano o vampiro. Su papá era el primer gladiador, entonces.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. No. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and saviour of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became unwell.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her future.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
Yes. You did well, Jonathan. You truly saved the city.
Yes, we did. Despite all obstacles. I'm truly convinced we did it together, Elizabeth.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. and the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Why are you...
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
He gave you the antidote?
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty echo who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
No redemption, then.
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
I need to know more. I want to know who you really are. Where you were born. Where you lived.
I was born Elizabeth Samantha Mary Englewood in 1551 in Hertfordshire. My parents owned a pub in Hoddesdon. Are you satisfied?
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Econ for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Why did he choose?
You should ask him that.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse, forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan. You have been the most loyal ally these last few weeks. But this is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Yes, Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want, then?
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
King Richard and Boadicea. How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
I have never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen. What of her?
You met her, did you not?
Just once. But she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
Do you remember Myrddin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Myrddin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
Tell me about it.
I do not wish to discuss...
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is.
After defeating a disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
Where is this retreat you mentioned? Where is this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again? Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
How did you meet?
Times were tough.
When was that?
It was so long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
You agreed to be confined here, then?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it would be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Murden, chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? How could I take such a chance?
I'll stay here with you then. As long as we must, until I find a cure.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Jonathan. Despite his madness, William was strong enough to start the centuries. I doubt we can do the same.
We will lock ourselves down then. I'll get all the material I need and I'll perform my research here with you until you're cured.
Are you mad? Who would take care of us? Who would free us if it takes decades or even more?
Old Bridget will take care of us.
You are serious, aren't you? You really are ready to do this?
I love you, Elizabeth. I can do this. Please, stay with me.
I believe you. This is crazy, but I believe you, Jonathan.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path ye must find. Now the song is sung, and your path chosen. England is safe, for you have prevailed. I bid you farewell, my champion, bittersweet. You found yourself a newer quest, and so I leave you to it. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber, until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
Bueno chicos, sacamos a 2 de ellos. Ya terminé de pisar. Ay, ah, ¿sí? Señor, yo guapo. Ah, che. La rubia es pelirroja, ¿será? Ya, señorcita es señorcita.